Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Let us continue with our cooking island. Thanks so much guys for the support that you're showing me. Well, I can see we are at we have 54% of the guys that are viewing my videos have not yet subscribed to my channel. So I kindly ask you, please subscribe to the channel. Help me grow. Now today we are going to talk about the overshelf. We are going to do an overshelf which provides more storage for the items that you will quickly be using as you do your cooking. So let us go ahead. Okay, let us first get to remind ourselves the total length of this cooking island. Cooking range, it is 2543, about 2543. So we go ahead and open a new drawing, create the top shelf. We go to top, start a new sketch, center rectangle, snap it from the origin, give it a dimension of 2543, that is 2543 by 300. Overshelf of 300 would be ideal. It looks a little bit small. Let us do 500. Then you go to sheet metal and create a base flange of 1.5 millimeter thick. This is good. Then we create edge flanges just as we do for a worktop. And that bend there can be of 40 millimeter because of the length. Then again we do another edge flange of 15 millimeter like that. Can give this 15 millimeter. The edge flange should go all the way around. Then finally this side. I'll go ahead and save this, and it looks like we are going to open a new folder under cooking island. We open create new folder and call the new folder overshelf. Then we open the folder and we save as part 1, call it top shelf. That is good. Now I will save it again as part number 2 and call it mid shelf. It's a 2-tier shelf. Select this face and start a new sketch. Corner rectangle like that. Then center lines from this center up to there, and from the origin going like that. Those two lines will help us do the mirroring. Okay, select this line and that edge there and make it 25.5 millimeter. Then from this to this also make it 25.5 millimeter. This looks a bit big. You can leave it as it is, because what we are looking for, what we need to cut is this corner here to allow the square tube. We are going to use a square tube of 25 by 25. Allow it to go through that. That's okay. Select this line, shift, and all those lines, and to mirror them about this line. Click OK. Then go to extrude a cut and cut through all. And the notch has been effected, right? So our square tube will run through there. Save it. Then we are going to open a new and create the square tube. And new part. I think we need to create a sketch on the right plane. Select a line. Then another line here. Select these two lines, make them equal. Then select this midpoint and the origin, make them coincident. Then use smart dimension. This should be 500 minus 12.5, and this should be 23, 25, 43 minus 30 because of that bend, minus 25. Yes, I don't know whether you can exit the sketch if you want, or go directly to, did we give this, what is the height of this? We gave it 500. Let me see. I don't know whether 500 looks a little bit small. Let's do 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 meter the height. Okay. So we go to weldments. I can't see weldments here. How are we supposed to have the weldments? The weldments. View, modify. It's here. We have added weldments which I can't see. Let me first exit this sketch. But I thought we had a weldment. It's over here. it's right here. Well-defined sketch. Insert. Is it insert or we go to tools? Tools. We're supposed to go for structure. Standard ISO. Type square tube configuration. Size I have 30 by 30. Let me use 30 by 30. Then I go for new group. This and this. Right click. That's okay, but the sketch is not right. This should be 20. This should be 500 minus 30 minus 15 again. And the height 1 meter. We'll see whether 1 meter is good. That is good. Save this as 3. Structure. Then we need to do some editing. The mid shelf. Edit this. Edit the extruded cut. And instead of doing 25 by 25.5, we do 30.5. Also this 30.5. That's good. Okay, let us start assembly and see how the assembly will go. So the first thing that we're gonna put is the top shelf. Then we insert the structure and do matting. This structure, the top part will be touching the bottom of the top. Then this edge is this face touches this face, the 15mm bend. Then we go for planes, and we go for not the right but the front plane and the front plane of the structure. I think yes, that seems okay. Then again we insert the mid shelf, and the mid shelf we met this face flashes with this face, this face flashes also with this face, and the distance between the two should be 500 between this top and this should be 500. Yes, that is good. It is something with the mid shelf we should have edited it and reduce it by what? By 15. Edit the sketch by 30. Here we subtract 30 minus 30 because of the 15mm bend on either side of the top shelf. The more reason as to why I have a few parts, I start my assembly. So there is we're gonna edit this mat. There is this mat that we made these two faces to flash. That mat needs to be edited. This we edit it, and instead of choosing those faces, clear selection, this face is the one which is supposed to flash with the square tube. Yeah, that's better now. Yes, that's better. Let us go to the structure and try to hide this sketch. Does it make it visible? Yeah, we hide it. Then go back to the assembly and go for the top shelf. We go for right plane and the mirror components, and we just want to mirror this. Yes, our overshelf is good. Save it as save all and save this as overshelf, 2-tier overshelf. Now that is good. Now if we could go back to the island cooker and we insert components, and the component to insert there is the overshelf. I don't know whether this 1 meter, I will confirm that I don't like the height of 1 meter. 1 meter plus 860, that is 1860, and 1860 is not bad. Okay, let us met, because the structure will be sitting on top of the cooker. Like that. Then you can do of course this is of the same length as the entire cooker, like that. Then here we go for we choose the correct plane, which I don't know is which one. I don't know whether we matted this with anything. Now let me go for the side top and go for the right plane, front plane. See whether the front plane is at the center of the island. Yes, that. Then we go for the overshelf, and for the overshelf we will go for the top shelf and go for the front. I hope it is in the right position. Let's see. I have noticed something here. We also need to make this a little bit smaller with 30mm. Yes, it looks good. Now with that done, now let us edit this and reduce it by 30 millimeter. This, we edit the sketch and this becomes 470, like that, and save. And when we go to the main assembly, yes, why, yeah, there is a problem there. Let us go to the assembly of the overshelf. There is also something that we need to break here to change, that is this mat. Definitely not that. Yes, this mat here, we need to edit it, and we delete, we clear selection, and we met this and this. There is a notch there which doesn't seem pretty okay. I'm not sure why that notch is not right. Let me open this and see what the extruded cut, what issue we have. 30.5, 30.5. The extruded cut looks good, and this the square tube we used 30 by 30, and 500 minus 15 is 470. I don't know what is not happening here. Something doesn't look very nice. .5. This edit 30 plus 15. We see. Slightly bigger. Well, let me evaluate and see what is this. From here to here, 485, so that this shelf becomes 485. 485. Why does it seem to be big? 485 minus 3 millimeter. Minus 3 millimeter because of the bend allowance. Sorry for all that. There's been, it has been looking like there's been a lot of guesswork going on there. Now it's good, but it's not about doing some guesswork or anything. It's about getting it right. Yeah, the overshelf looks good now. We could go back to the main assembly. Yes, now this looks good. If you want, you can change the orientation of the shelves and do something like a tray type. If you're scared things will be falling off from the shelves, but I don't think that will be an issue. How are you going to fix this? This is not permanent. What you do is do a hole here, drill a hole and a hole, do the inserts like we have been doing, the rivets with threads, the kind of rivets with threads. You can do 3 of them, then bolt this on top of the cooker. Okay, first of all, this thing is very big. You do it from the workshop. Transporting it to the site will be an issue, and also bringing it inside the kitchen will be an issue. Some of these things you normally assemble them at site. Okay, the overshelf on its own, and all these other things you can insert them on site. Okay, because of transportation and all that. But if you can handle it as it is, well and good. And also other clients, they give us provision. We do the cutting, we do all the cutting and the bending and preparation of every material. Then we go do the assembly, that is the welding and polishing at the site. Okay, because you find that when people were doing the structural work, the civil works, yeah, the provision for doors is the normal doors, like house doors of 900, and to bring this thing inside the kitchen becomes a nightmare. So we will stop there for today. We still have these pan supports for the low pressure burners. I said I'm not going to do them because they are more or less the same as this. I think I did them someplace, I can't find out where. We'll put them in, then do the burners, then we start with the gas assembly, gas fittings and all that. We see how to connect the gases. Okay, the gas for the burners and the griddle. Of course, this is the fryer is electrical, so there is no gas connection here. It's a matter of plugging in to the power point. Thanks so much for your time. See you in our next video.